Hi there everyone, and welcome back to BRM Driving School. So going to be doing a video today on why still can't do driving lessons despite some of the lockdown restrictions being eased. I originally recorded this video on Thursday whilst I was at my local test centre in Oxford, but the next day there was a news report that came out on BBC Breakfast to do with driving instructors, and a suggestion that someone came up with which is a bit stupid, but go through that in a second. Okay, so last Sunday the Prime Minister made an announcement easing some of the lockdown restrictions, saying if you can't work from home you should go back to work as long as you keep a social distance. Now obviously driving instructors can't work from home, we have to be out and about travelling, but we can't be teaching students because I'm currently sat in where I would normally be sat. And imagine there's someone sat right next to me. There's no way you can keep a social distance. You know, we're talking less than a metre here. So you just can't keep a 2 metre gap between myself and the student, and that would be the same for any instructor car out there. I did see a hilarious picture online where an instructor actually put like a wooden plank that went out the side of the driving school car. You put a deck chair on the planks of wood. Just to sort of show this is a 2 metre gap, there's no way you're going to be able to do it. It's quite a hilarious picture if you've seen it already. So yeah, there's that. It is a bit of a pain for driving instructors not being able to teach unless it's a key worker. Being like 7 or 8 weeks, no income, still have bills to pay such as rent at home, gas and electric, those sort of things. I do know that some instructors out there still have to pay for the leases of their cars, which is a couple of £100 a month or maybe a week depending on who they're with. I am a franchisee with BSM and they have been really great in this time. During this whole quarantine period they have cancelled franchise fees. So if I was still paying that, it'd be close to £2,000 I would have paid without doing any work. So really thankful for them. They have looked out for the instructors in this time. So it is a bit of a pain. I've had no income. There is this self-employment grant, but haven't received it yet, and not sure when exactly that will be coming in. So there's that. But there was a suggestion that came out, and if you've watched the BBC Breakfast report, where someone suggested putting a screen between myself and the student, or any instructor and their student. But there is one big problem with that. Any instructors out there who's watching this will have definitely done this at some point, and if you're a learner, this may have happened to you at some point, where there could have been something where a student is driving down the road, something's happened, or the student hasn't realised something, and the instructor's had to either grab the wheel to pull you away from the situation or push you away from whatever it may be, maybe getting a bit close to a parked car. And sometimes that can even happen after saying to the student, steer away, you know, you need to steer to the right, go away from it, or steer left. Sometimes you can say that and you still have to reach across and grab the wheel. So if there is a safety critical incident with a student, we can't, you know, if this screen goes in, we can't grab the wheel, and that could lead to a crash. And as I did in a video the other day, instructors, whilst doing lessons, do have a responsibility to keep you safe. And you know, I've had that happen on lessons before. I put on the screen right now, whereas with a student on a dual carriageway, and this vehicle decided to stop. They put the hazard lights on, but we didn't realise this at the time, and the student goes to move out to try and go round them just as the vehicle's overtaking, so I've had to grab the wheel and pull them back and use the brakes to stop them. So that can be a problem with this screen. If that screen was in place, that would have led to a very nasty incident with the student. So you know, we can't have a screen between myself and the student. It just wouldn't be safe for you. So that's sort of why we can't, you know, any instructor out there should not be doing lessons at the moment unless it's with a key worker. It's just not safe at the moment, and until the restrictions are lifted, which we're probably looking at about July at the earliest. Until those restrictions are lifted, we just can't currently do any driving lessons. Personally, I would like to be able to do lessons, but it's one of those what can you do moments. But hopefully this all clears up, we can get you back in the car as soon as possible, get you past your test and things like that. But when those restrictions do lift up and we are able to do lessons normally, if you do want a lesson, I'll leave a link to my Facebook page down below. Just send me a message on there. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Leave a comment down below. Has this whole quarantine lockdown, has it affected you in terms of driving lessons? Are you looking forward to getting back? And yeah, just let me know what's happening. So that'll be all for today.